maybe I'll just do the introduction because this is a very important meeting, guys. Guys, for me, for the last 15 years, I've been engaged in a lot of social campaigns that I run in Krakow, in Warsaw, all over the Poland. Recently, I'm more engaged as a story seekers, helping social innovators in Poland to promote their ideas, to scale their ideas, to turn their messaging so that other people find what they discovered interesting and they want to buy it and adopt it. So today, I have great pleasure being in Social Collider, which is, I guess, one of the best, most known in Singapore incubators for social innovators. And I'm here with Russ, who is the initiator of this place and the founder. And I want to know it all. How are you dealing with that? And what is your story? So why did you decide to start a Social Collider?
Yeah, sure. So thanks so much for the introduction, Magda. Welcome to Singapore, and hello everyone.
Yes.
I'd love to visit Poland one day. I've heard so much about it. And so to jump in quickly,
Yeah.
I think our experiences shape our actions, right? And probably have to go back to the time when I was a teacher. So I was a teacher for 10 years in Singapore. And I always remember there was this particular student who didn't come to school for many days. So whenever I visited her home, the mother would say, oh, her right arm was in pain, and it would self-medicate. They did not see a doctor just to save a bit of money. Then half a year later, the girl was diagnosed with bone cancer, and 1 year later she died. So I always thought to myself, well, if the family had a little bit more money, maybe things would be different. We don't know. Right? I don't know. Yeah. But maybe it should have diagnosed a bit earlier.
Yes.
So that was just one of the key things. And then after that, I was sent by the ministry, Ministry of Singapore, Ministry of Education in Singapore, to Laos. Not sure whether you know where that is.
Of course, it's my dream to go to Laos.
No, okay.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And I saw a little video online.
Yeah.
You teaching
Public
officers in Laos.
Yeah, that's right.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
so
right.
what did this experience teach you and
I
show you?
love my 2 years there. Was just amazing. That was when I realized business can and should be a force for good.
Yes.
Right? It should not be about just exploiting people or the environment or the sea, the ocean, the forest, and which is what I think a lot of businesses have been doing for the past 100 years.
Yeah.
And now we are paying for it, and our generation, our children, will be paying for it, right? In terms of climate change or all the bad things that are happening. So that was my second large experience. Right? The business can be a force for good, and in Laos, people they don't see it as a social enterprise or impact organizations, but to them it's just a business to help people. And the turning point, I guess, was when I was in China. So I went to Beijing to do my master's. I was at Tsinghua University. So I spent 2 years there, and then 1 year to further my research on social entrepreneurship. And during my time there, I got connected with this very inspirational person. His name is Chong, and Chong founded this organization called Chi Hing Foundation. So Chong is a Hong Kong American. And he's brilliant. He went to Harvard, was a very high-flying investment banker. And 20 years ago, he noticed that there was an AIDS epidemic in China.
Yes.
A lot of the villages, they had AIDS. But why, right? So it wasn't because of lifestyle. It wasn't because they took drugs. It was because they were sleeping around. It was because in the mid-90s, a lot of pharmaceuticals went to China to buy blood. And a lot of villages sold their blood. But not enough hospitals to officiate the proper transaction. Then underground stations sprouted, and they reused syringes, and there was just one. Not only that, there's this process known as plasmalysis, where plasma is extracted and the rest of the blood transfused back. To save time, they'll say, okay, all 10 of you just lie down there, and then
with no tests,
with no test, nothing.
enough medical check.
Exactly. Not only that, all the blood went into one central container. You shouldn't even do that.
Yeah.
Because blood you can't mix, you'll form clots or something.
Of course.
Right? So that's how it spread so rapidly. And
so that gentleman decided to do something about this epidemic of AIDS. And
So Trump decided to set up this foundation to help the children through, and how, right? So it's one of the key beliefs that I have to help the children in terms of their education. So he gives scholarships, because honestly, if the parents, the villagers, had even a little bit of knowledge that you can't share strangers, I think a lot of this would have been prevented.
Yes.
You don't need rocket science to do that.
So these three events, three experiences in your life made you to create your mission, to spend your energy, your education, your expertise to build an organization to help others.
So to me, one thing that really I thought about a lot is, give a man a fish, or give a person a fish, you feed a day. Teach the fish, feed for life. But feeding for life doesn't mean they're able to get out of poverty. If you look at my student, her family wasn't in poverty, but they were not rich. They weren't even middle class. They were maybe lower middle, and they didn't have extra money. When you look at Laos, where people just trying to make ends meet, and in China, why would the villagers sell their blood? Why would the villagers? It was because of poverty. They could feed themselves. So learning to fish is not enough. Right? They need to have a platform to sell the fish. So Social Colliders envision to be the marketplace for people to sell the fish, I hope. But my impact is not direct. I help the other social entrepreneurs so that they in turn can impact the rest of the people, hopefully. So that's the vision. So
I love the analogy of creating the platform, a marketplace for people to sell their fish. It's very simple, but yes, it's very very well described.